There are 18 invisible traps sitting inside a completely normal brain right now. Every one of them feels like a good decision in the moment. That is the whole danger. Smart, disciplined, hard-working people fall into these constantly. It is not a character flaw. Today we open all 18 doors one at a time, so you never fall through them blind. Some of these will sting. You will recognize yourself in at least 4 or 5. That recognition is the entire fee for this video. Pay it once and keep the change forever. Grab a pen. By Trap 18 you will have a personal checklist worth more than most courses. Trap 1 starts with the most innocent word in personal finance. Small Trap 1. The latte delusion. Cutting coffee to get rich is financial advice for ants. A $5 coffee habit costs about $1,800 a year. Rent costs $18,000. Chasing small daily cuts while ignoring the big 3, housing, transport, and debt, wastes focus. Fix. Audit the big 3 first. They move the needle. The coffee can stay. Housing eats a third of most budgets. A 3% negotiation there beats a year of no coffee. Trap 2. The subscription graveyard. Apps you forgot still bill you every month. The average person pays for 4 subscriptions they have not opened in 90 days. Fix. 1 phone scan this weekend. Cancel anything unopened in the last month. Studies find the average household wastes over $200 yearly on forgotten subscriptions alone. Trap 3. Lifestyle creep. Every raise quietly hires new bills before you notice. The raise arrives. The car upgrades. The apartment upgrades. The raise is gone by Friday. Fix. Bank half of every raise automatically before the new lifestyle can claim it. One survey found households earning double still reported the exact same money stress as a decade before. Trap 4. The sunk cost trap. Finishing a bad gym membership because you already paid for it. Past money is already gone. The only real question is what serves you starting today. Fix. Before continuing anything, ask if you would start it fresh today. If no, stop. Behavioral economists call this the sunk cost fallacy, and even trained investors fall for it repeatedly. Trap 5. Anchoring. The first price you see becomes the price that feels normal forever. A discounted luxury bag still costs more than 10 ordinary ones. Discount is not the same as cheap. Fix. Ignore the crossed-out number. Ask only if today's actual price earns its spot in your life. Retailers test anchor prices constantly because a single higher number nearby measurably raises what you will pay. Trap 6. The comparison treadmill. Your neighbor's new car resets your idea of normal. Every upgrade nearby quietly raises the bar you measure your own life against. Fix. Mute the feeds that fuel comparison. Follow your own spreadsheet instead of their highlight reel. Researchers call this social comparison theory. Your sense of enough is borrowed from whoever is nearby. Trap 7. The round number illusion. A price ending in 99 feels like a different category. Your brain reads the first digit and stops reading. Retailers know this better than you do. Fix. Round every price up in your head before deciding. 19.99 is 20. Always. This is called left-digit bias, and it measurably changes buying decisions even among trained accountants. Trap 8. Present bias. A treat today always feels louder than a goal 5 years away. Studies show most people take a smaller reward now over a much bigger one later. It is universal wiring. Fix. Automate the future goal so it never competes with today's mood for your attention. Economists call this hyperbolic discounting, and it is hardwired, not a personal weakness. Trap 9. The insurance you actually need gets skipped. The boring policies save the most. People insure phones eagerly and skip health or income protection because the risk feels distant. Fix. Insure the things that would end you financially, not the things that are merely annoying to replace. The single biggest cause of bankruptcy in many countries is an uninsured medical or income shock. Pause here. 9 traps down, 9 to go. Notice how many felt uncomfortably familiar. That discomfort is not failure. It is the exact moment awareness starts doing its job. Keep a mental tally as we continue. You will use it in the checklist at the end. Onward to Trap 10, where good intentions get lost inside too many open browser tabs. Trap 10. Analysis paralysis. Researching the perfect investment for so long that you invest in nothing. A decent plan started today usually beats a perfect plan still being researched next year. Fix. Pick any reasonable low-cost index option this week. Refine later. Start now. A famous study found index funds beat most actively picked portfolios over any 10-year stretch. Trap 11. The windfall blowout. Bonus, tax refund, or inheritance treated as free money. Free money is not a different currency. It spends exactly like every other dollar you have. Apply your normal savings percentage to windfalls before any spending decision happens. Lottery winners are the most extreme case. Most windfalls without a plan evaporate within a few years. Trap 12. Store credit traps. 10% off today costs 24% interest all year. The discount is a bright bow tied around a much bigger long-term bill. Fix. Pay the sticker price, skip the card. The math almost never favors the instant discount. Store credit cards routinely carry some of the highest interest rates of any consumer credit product available. Trap 13. Social spending pressure. Splitting a bill you never wanted to order from. Group settings quietly upsell everyone through soft pressure and rounding up the check. Fix. Order first, state your budget lightly, or offer to pay your exact share directly to the server. Social psychologists call this the spotlight effect. Nobody at the table is tracking your order as closely as you fear. Trap 14. The emergency fund skip. Building investments before building a safety net. One car repair or medical bill with no cushion turns into high-interest debt overnight. Fix. 3 to 6 months of expenses in boring cash before any ambitious investing begins. Federal Reserve surveys have found a majority of adults could not cover a $400 surprise expense in cash. Trap 15. Debt snowball confusion. Paying the wrong debt first because the number feels satisfying. Paying the smallest balance first feels good, but the highest interest rate is silently costing you more. Fix. List every debt by interest rate. Attack the highest rate first regardless of how big it looks. This mix-up is common enough that it has an official name in personal finance circles, the avalanche versus snowball debate. Trap 16. The free trial trap. Forgetting to cancel converts curiosity into a permanent bill. Companies design free trials knowing most people forget the exact cancellation date. Set a calendar alarm 2 days before every trial ends, no exceptions. Streaming and app companies openly report that a meaningful share of trial users forget to cancel on time. Trap 17. Keeping up appearances debt. Financing a lifestyle nobody is actually enjoying. The furniture, the vacation, and the party all get financed to look effortless. The bill is never photographed. Fix. Ask if this purchase would still happen with 0 witnesses. If not, it is the appearance tax. Researchers studying this call it conspicuous consumption, spending whose main product is simply being seen. Trap 18, the final door. Believing more income alone fixes any of the first 17 traps. A bigger salary, without new habits, just funds bigger versions of the exact same 17 traps. Fix. Build the habits first, at any income. The raise will then compound wealth instead of expenses. Income growth studies consistently show spending grows to match income unless a system exists to stop it first. All 18 doors are open now. Take one breath before we close them together. Notice that none of these fixes required extra income. Every single one required attention instead. That is the quiet twist hiding inside this entire list. Attention is the currency that was actually short. Now let us turn 18 open doors into one simple habit you keep for life. 18 doors. 18 fixes. None of them require a raise, a windfall, or luck. Here is how to actually use this instead of just nodding along and forgetting by Thursday. Step 1. Right now, before anything else, write down the 2 traps that stung the hardest. Step 2. For each one, write the single fix line from this video underneath it. Step 3. Put that note somewhere you cannot avoid it. Wallet, phone lock screen, bathroom mirror. Step 4. In 30 days, replace it with 2 new traps. Rotate through all 18 over 6 months. This rotation matters more than trying to fix all 18 at once and burning out by February. Consider a composite case. Someone earning a solid salary, falling for 6 of these traps quietly. Subscriptions, lifestyle creep, store credit, present bias, no emergency fund, and appearance spending. Combined, those 6 traps alone can quietly absorb 15 to 20% of a comfortable income. Fix even 3 of the 6, and that money has somewhere real to go for the very first time. You do not need a raise to feel richer this year. You need 3 fewer leaks in the same bucket. This is the actual mechanism behind every quiet millionaire who never looked flashy doing it. They were not smarter investors. They simply had fewer of these 18 leaks running at once. Screenshot the door wall from earlier. Revisit it the next time a tempting purchase whispers your name. Comment which trap number hit closest to home. Reading those comments shapes next week's video. If a friend needs this list more than a compliment right now, forward it instead of liking it. Because the traps do not announce themselves. They just quietly repeat until someone points at the door. You now have 18 plaques nailed up that used to be invisible. That is real progress. Keep it. Next video, we look at the flip side. The one habit that quietly builds wealth without willpower. They require one thing only. Noticing the trap before you step into it. Print this list. Tape it inside a cabinet. Check yourself against it once a month. The people who stay wealthy are not smarter than everyone else. They just check the list more often. Pick the 2 traps that stung the most for you today. Fix only those 2 this week. Small, targeted fixes beat one dramatic overhaul that quietly collapses by February. Next month, pick 2 more. In under a year, all 18 doors stay closed for good. This is the actual difference between people who stay broke and people who quietly do not. Not smarter. Not luckier. Just 18 small decisions made correctly, on repeat. Save this video. You will want to rewatch it the next time a tempting purchase whispers your name. Send it to the one friend who always says treat yourself before checking the account balance. Because the traps never stop appearing. Only your awareness of them can stop growing. You started this video with 18 invisible enemies. You are leaving with 18 visible checkpoints. That shift, from invisible to visible, is worth more than any single tip inside it. 18 doors closed tonight is worth more than 18 tips half remembered by next week. Next video, we look at the flip side. The one habit that quietly builds wealth without willpower. Subscribe, and climb quietly with us.